Hi guys. I'm going to be doing a little video about the thick pouring medium with thick paint like Royal Talens, because I had someone that wrote me a letter and they said they just don't get cells, and I'm thinking it really blew my mind because of the new pouring medium. It just explodes. And this person is telling me it doesn't happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some other clothes on, because I'm not going to be pouring in this, but I'm going to change, and then I'm going to do a whole video. I'm going to show you how I mix it, and we'll see what happens, because, you know, it just might be that I get no cells either, so who knows. What you're all waiting for is, of course, my little visit with the medium. Well, didn't go that well. I didn't hear anything that I didn't already know, and there was no connection, and well, guess that's it. I won't name the name because I don't think that's appropriate, but I went in there with an open mind and nothing came out, so that's about it. There was nothing. My husband was he was all excited and saying, well, let me hear what she says, but she didn't say nothing that I didn't already know, so that's it. So I'm going over and changing my clothes, and we'll get back to painting. The whole medium thing was an anticlimax. Sorry for that, guys, but that's how things go. I'm not gonna make things up that aren't there, so it was really funny, so I don't know. That's okay. I'll see you right back in a flash, and I'll just, you know, flick my fingers and you'll see me change into my clothes. See you in a bit. Hi guys, I'm back. So, got my clothes on. Gonna do some mixing. My dog is a little crazy today. Sometimes she's just like a little puppy, and I think she's almost 10, so she goes a little crazy. So see you right back, and we'll go mix some paint. Okay, and here we are. Okay, what you see underneath is the skin I made 2 days ago, I think it was. No, maybe a day ago. Sunday. It's already dried up, as you can see. Maybe not totally dry, but it's dry enough to put your hands over. And as you can see, there's still a little bitty, itty bitty left, metallic left. Not much, but it is a beautiful color. Look at that. That's really beautiful. So next time I'm going to do a lot of this color with a little bit of turquoise in it. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, but that's not the purpose of this video. This video is all about Amsterdam acrylics, thick pouring medium, water, and silicone. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to show you the whole process, because when someone says it doesn't work, that really triggers something in me. So then I want to prove it does work. So that's this color, you know, that was my favorite color, turquoise green. So what I would do, and I'm getting my special spritzy bottle, see that, with that little thing on top. I feel like such a mad scientist when I use this, but I'm gonna be putting a little bit of water in there and getting a little stick, and I'm going to make this just a little bit fluid. So we're not going to mind the bubbles in it. It's just because I want to see if it will sell. So I have about that much paint in it, so that up to here. So what I do is then I add about 40% of pouring medium, and this is the thick one, like they said, that doesn't work with cells. So we're going to see if it does. So I'm putting it in there, and then adding a little bit more water and stirring it up, as you can see. And I might even stop and do the rest of the colors, because this is going to be like 30 minutes mixing. See how smooth it already is? It's mighty smooth, but not smooth enough to drop off my stick. So this is not good. Then we add more water, and we're going to mix that up. So as I was saying, the medium thing, that didn't work out. You know, I don't blame the medium, because sometimes they just don't pick it up, and sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But that's, you know, that's the way it goes. The cookie crumbles, I guess you say. But can't help it. So we're going to move on anyway. And I just wanted to know if I was going to win the lottery. No, I didn't. That wasn't the purpose. But I'd like to win the lottery, because I'd go live in some really beautiful country where it's always warm, and somewhere close to the ocean, because I'd like to walk on the ocean every morning. But I guess like everyone would like to do that. So the people that do live close to the ocean, you are lucky. Yes, you are. Okay, let's see if we got it thin enough. Oh, it's coming nicely. Not totally like I want it, but I still see pieces coming off. So I'm going to put some more of that pouring medium in there, because it's not coming off smooth. And when I say smooth, it has to look really like a sort of honey dripping off a spoon. Let's see. Still not coming off like a like honey, so I'm going to add a little bit more water. Now I would say I'd be up to 60% of that thick pouring medium. But remember, guys, this is just a test, because someone said it didn't work. And what you should be doing is, when you're using paints like this, and it can be Amsterdam acrylics, it can be Winsor & Newton or tube paint, you don't want the thick pouring medium, you want the normal pouring medium, because that is just a whole bunch thinner than this is. But I'm going to do it with this. So that's one color. And I do need a couple of colors, because otherwise you won't get those beautiful cells. So I'm going to put some more in there, a little bit of pouring medium. Going to stir that up, make it nice and smooth. Add some water. I love this color though. I love everything that has a rusty red to it. And that's sort of why I paint my hair that color, because I like it so much. So, and I really hope my battery doesn't, you know, die on me, because these iPads, they're pretty cool, you know, the first year, but then the batteries start to fade. Now I have to, when I do a full day of videoing, I have to really power it up in between videos. Oh, that's my phone, and I should be turning it off. Well, not off, but I should be silencing it. There it is, silence. So that's two colors. The other color went, the other color went a bit faster. And you'll see that that has to do with the pigments involved. And if it's transparent or opaque, they all have their own little way of mixing. So, and of course there's not as much in here as in the turquoise. And like I used to do, usually the yellow picks up the air bubbles a lot more than the turquoise or the sienna colors. You can sort of, when you're stirring it, you can sort of already feel it, that it's picking up a lot of air. Look at that. Let's see. Can you see that? That's a lot of air. And that really depends on the color. I think it has something to do with the pigments. So,
Yeah, and I'm stirring like a crazy woman, like you guys always tell me. Yes, I am. That's about enough, but I would like a little bit of orange. Let's see. Oops, that stuck pretty fast because, or pretty tight because I don't use it that often. That's the last one. So a tiny bit of paint, and then I add about, this is about 60%. But like I always say, it's not like baking a cake, guys. Just put some in there. You can't do it with 10 or 20% pouring medium. That's not enough. You really want to, because otherwise you'd have to put way too much water in there. So you do want to be over 40% at least. So a little bit more. See if we can get that nice smooth consistency, and then we're ready to pour. Oh no, we have to add some silicone. And they added the Vallejo silicone, so I'll do that too, just, you know, so that we are exactly on the same page. Okie dokie, let's see if this flows off the stick. Nah, it doesn't flow yet. A little bit more. And it really is about the colors. Some colors, they take more water, some colors take less. Some stir smooth really fast, some need a little bit more elbow grease. Yeah. And on another note, I got an email yesterday from someone in Norway. They're going to do an article about pouring. And they asked if they could use pictures of mine, and they were really cool because they asked me what I wanted for the pictures if they put it in the article, and I really appreciate people doing that, because then you know, they don't on forehand think it's all for free. So it was for free because I don't want money. They're gonna send me a magazine with the article in it, so that's cool. But they were really respectful, and I like that. I think this needs a little bit more. This is a lot of paint. And this is going to be the base color, so I need a little bit more of this. Yep, now it's ready. Okay, silicone. And we want the Vallejo silicone. Mine is a little bit dirty, but this is the Vallejo silicone. So I'm going to put in a couple of drops. There it is. I'm going to stir it in. And some of them I'm not going to stir too much. Just a couple of times. That's about it. Ooh, there's a lot of air bubbles in that paint, but we'll see. Okay, first we start off with a lot of turquoise. I'm going to save this for, I'm going to put that in right away. All of it. There it goes. Then we're going to put in the orange. Pour it straight through. Then the yellow, pouring it straight through. And then we're going to top it off with a little bit more of that beautiful turquoise. Okay, now we're going to turn it around, push up, pull back, and empty out the cup. There it is. Put some on the corners so that it'll go over easy. And right away, ooh, that's going to be pretty. If it does sell. I need my little torch. Okay, let's see what happens. Well, there we are. That is beautiful. Although I don't like that big spot. So I don't know what you have been doing wrong, but as you can see, this is all, let me go over the sides with this. As you can see, this is all Royal Talens paint. And wow, look at that. Is that cool or what? Yeah, it is. So this is all Royal Talens. This was the thick pouring medium, even though I would never do that because I'd use the thinner stuff. But then you'll have to add a little bit more water. But look at that. That is something very neat. I love it. Okay, I don't want to put it down because I'll get it dirty. I wasn't expecting it to be this cool, but I do have to get rid of some air bubbles. So getting rid of all those air bubbles. That's about it. And now I'm going to try and get you guys in focus. Let's see here. There it is. A little bit up here. These are weird and wicked cells. Look at those lines. I love them. Okay, I want to put it down, but because I want to do something on top here, because I think it's a little blah. Let me think about this. I can always do that afterwards. I think this would really call for some really cool, let's see if I can get you back in focus. Yeah, there it goes. So I think this calls for something really metallic on top, because I like the way this shines, the sides. So this is pretty cool. I'll put it away and I'll do something with this. And I didn't put push pins under it. That was pretty, not thinking it over before I was pouring. So there's a lot of air bubbles in it. So maybe if you're gonna do this, let your paint sit for a couple of hours before you add the silicone and do the pouring. I would do that because even here on the table I see all the little air bubbles popping in. Now this is not my choice of colors right now because I'm mixing it too much, and then it sort of starts to go muddy. And muddy is not the color. Muddy is that the colors all mix into each other and then start to go into one color. That's what we call muddy. So I'm going to put some of that on there. Let's do a swipe with 2 colors, or maybe 3. There it is, cleaning off the bottom. And we're going to swipe over it. And we're going to swipe it again. Ooh, pretty. That's pretty. Look at that. That is really pretty. Ooh, I really like that. I like this top bit here. That's going to be some, oh, I should get some orange beads. That would really set it off. That would be pretty. That would really make a statement piece. You know, if I put the orange beads on it too. Okay, guys, I got to put this one away. And that was that. So we're gonna keep that. You never know when it's gonna come in handy. I'm gonna scrape that little bit what's on the table because I want to clean the table so I have a nice clean space. If I want to do another pour tomorrow, I can. I do have a lot of paint left over though, and I don't want to keep it because I don't pour with that brand anymore, as the people that follow me know that I don't. But look at how much, can you see how much that is bubbling? That is way too much bubbles. The Winsor & Newton doesn't do that. So, you know, I don't want to put down a brand, but, you know, when one is better than the other, I'd be really not very nice if I didn't say. So, this is really, it depends on, look at how many bubbles are in here. That is unreal. Now, I'll get in close. Can you see all the bubbles in there? That's a lot of bubbles. And that's going to really, you know, mess up your pour, because that's what's going to happen. Wow, that is really pretty. Look at that. Ooh, it's not in focus though. That's really crazy stuff. I love those colors together. They do cool stuff. Okay, now I'll leave that one here. I'll clean this mess up, and I'm going to say see you all in the next video like I always do. So I love you all to pieces. And oh, I'm gonna be putting those thumbs up and down. I'm gonna turn them on again. You know, I just occasionally I will mention, you know, about the trolls on internet, you know, on the YouTube, the people that are just there to you know, give you a bad time. So I'm gonna put those thumbs back on. I don't care anymore, really. I'm gonna, you know, this is what I say all the time. I don't care anymore. And then, you know, when I'm down, a little bit down, and then I get those comments, they do really something to me that I think, you know, sometimes I'm thinking, why are you so ungrateful? I'm giving you this for nothing and you don't really care. You just want to nag. So, or be negative or whatever, but I'm gonna be working on that, guys. I promise, I really do. I'm gonna be working on that. So the thumbs up and down, those two are going to be turned on as we speak. And give me a thumbs up if you like my video, and if you don't, just give me a thumbs down, and you don't even have to leave a comment, because I'll know exactly where you're coming from. So thanks all for watching. Love you all to pieces. Liebe euch alle. Hou voor jullie allemaal. See you in the next video.